Hello and welcome to another episode of Trending Issues here on Vanguard Live. And I'll run with you the highlights of today. So we're going with Twitter trends first, and we have a hashtag 580k, hashtag Justice for Toyin, hashtag NNPC, hashtag Cobhams, hashtag RIP Ibidu Igodalu. And on stories on Instagram, we have if you want to keep a lady, you must rev her engine at least twice a day, says FFK, Femi Fani Kayode. We're going to go on a very short break. When we come back, we'll discuss further on this highlight. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Fantabulous.
Hi.
You're doing well. No. I saw you. I said, no, God finished work in this one.
Thank you.
God took his time. He created you. He molded you specially. You are a blessing to the generation at large.
Thank you. I wanted to...
See anything? Huh? Oh, yeah, put your account number. Come on. Fantabulous. I just sent you 300,000.
Thank you. I have to come down to thank you.
Thank me. Thank God.
Thank you so much. My baby and I appreciate it.
Yes!
That's why my heart is a beat like do bad. Cause now you are true, so I am fair, me, I sing for you, wanna be like do bad.
That's me.
Hello and welcome, and of course it is a brownie day to be here today, talking trending issues on social media. Today is not one of all those dull Mondays that we would have, because Mondays are really always very slow. People are trying to keep up here and there. Today is quite different. There's a lot of very interesting information trending on Twitter today and also on Instagram. My name is Precious Trupidi, and of course I'm your host for the show, and we're going to move straight into our very first trend today, and that's 580k trending on Twitter. And so why exactly it's that story trending? Alright, so the story goes like this. It turns out that a young lady who is married to a man, apparently she has no job, and the guy earns 70k, and he wanted to get married to her, and I think that the money he was able to put together was about 580k for to pay some of the things that she was going to need for a traditional wedding and all of that. And he married his wife. So after that, her brother, who was going to marry someone else, had to pay like 400k for bride price, and her father insisted that the boy, that's her own husband, has to cough out 220k to support her brother's marriage to the other person. And the guy is like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be paying any of all those things or money, because apparently, like, I married your daughter. I literally bought her with 580k. I don't know what you want me to do. Giving you 120k. No. I won't give you any money anymore. And this is causing a lot of stir and people asking a lot of questions on Twitter. And it turns out that the lady says that now she and her husband are living like cat and dog. Nobody even talks to each other anymore. Everybody's living like they apparently have their own house for themselves and all of that. She's talking, and she doesn't have a job, and I think she's demanding too much. But let's find out what people are saying on Twitter. And this one is from Benjamin, and this one is from Bex FCB. He says that With this 580k story, if my girlfriend's family bring unnecessary bills for me as bride price, all in the name of tradition, I will reduce it to my strength. I will tell them how much I can afford, and I'm not changing that. Allow me marry or put her on Jumia and Amazon. Please, guys. So you want to marry her, put her up on Jumia? What are you saying? Come on. But then, 580k. Let's see what other people are saying. This is from Obong VA. He says that if I read that 580k story well, after billing the struggling man 580k for traditional marriage, the family still wants to bill him 120k for the brother-in-law's marriage. What kind of stupid entitlement is that? Is he the father of their community? I mean, this young man is earning 70k. He can barely feed, and he has a wife. I mean, 70k, come on now. And they still want to collect 120k from the guy. He was able to save up 580k to marry his wife, and yet the family still wants to take 120k. Come on, you guys can do better. And this one is from Benjamin. He says, your husband raised the 580k for your bride price single-handedly, considering the fact that he earns 70k monthly. Now your brother wants to get married and your family is raising money for the bride price. Don't you think he should not get married if he can afford the bride price? Exactly my point. I mean, why are you going to save up to marry if you know you don't have money? Like, because you need to think about this whole thing. Like, firstly, yeah, people save up to get married, which is really important. But then if your current finances cannot help you get married to the wife of your dreams or to your wife currently, don't you think you need to look for other streams of income or look for a better job or something? Just find a way to increase your earnings before you get married. Now the brother is about to get married and everybody's trying to contribute money again so that the brother can be married. It doesn't make any sense. This is like recycling poverty, if you ask me, because I don't see why you would want to put all your money together and help somebody get married. Are you going to put all your money together to feed them? Are you going to put all your money together to help them train their kids, help them pay their rent, their light bill, all those things? So these are the questions we need to ask, because you can't be helping somebody get married and are you going to help them do all the other necessary things? It's very questionable. All right, let's move on to another tweet. And this is from #StayHomeSavesLife. And the person says 580k plus the 120k unko. That's 600k. This person is just joining the money together. Come on. And says how much more to buy that type of the Divido house of Banana Island? One of all those people that are just trying to catch cloud, Jerry. But the point is that 580k. This guy is trying, and your family still wants to wreck you. Okay, let's take this one from London Akan, and he says, so because of ordinary 580k, this guy said ordinary 580k, are you serious? You don't want to contribute 120k for your brother-in-law's marriage. Why are men like this? Once you marry a woman, you automatically become the father Christmas of her family. He better start sending his salary to his father-in-law. But I think he's also trying to joke around with him. But so let's take some from Toluwa Baller, and she says, they didn't sell her to him. The money isn't too much for traditional wedding if we want to keep it real. But our family effed up, and because they know the capability of the man, they should have reduced the money. Alright, so we take things from Akanfe, and she says, did you ever read the article very well? He didn't spend over 580k on the traditional wedding. He spent 580k on the list of things to buy alone. Serve God now. Can't imagine how much he spent on the white wedding, knowing the wife couldn't contribute. He bought his wife. Oh, well, it still goes like this. The girl is not earning. The guy is earning 70k, and bride price is quite expensive, and there's a lot of demand here and there. Now, brother-in-law is about to get married. They still expect him on that 70k that he's being paid to contribute money, 120k for what? That's like his salary in almost like 2 months to contribute for his brother-in-law to get married. Doesn't make any sense to me. And this is from Smart Atwadi. It says, Timeline Judge, I got married 8 months ago. My hubby earns 70k monthly. Why I am here to get a job during our wedding ceremony? Hobby spent about 580k on the list given to him for the child wedding. I persuaded my parents to reduce the list, but they said it's a must and a tradition. Well, it's still an excerpt from the story, and it's just a function of what's going on in society. People want to get married. I think for starters, the guy should have maybe found other means of income, because getting married these days now, especially when you're marrying some people from some certain tribes, is a whole lot of money. Sometimes you begin to wonder if some of all these people are even selling their bride or selling their girls, because of how expensive it is. But then you need to understand how important it is for people who are getting married to have enough money, because I don't understand this one of how they want to contribute 120k for the brother-in-law, because if you help him pay part of his bride price, are you going to help him feed his family? Are you going to help him put food on the table? When he starts to have kids, will you be there to give him money for fees and everything? Alright, so we're just going to go on a very short break. When we come back, we'll discuss on other topics that we have on the highlighted topics. Yes, we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. If you're just joining, it's still trending issues. We're moving on to the next trend, and this is justice for Toyin. Toyin, it was one of those girls who came out during the protest for George Floyd, who was killed in America. And she came out, she's an activist, she was talking about a lot of things. A couple of days ago, she posted her story on her Twitter page, talking about how she was sexually assaulted, and a couple of days after she's dead. And it has raised a lot of eyebrow on the media. People asking, oh, we need the killers to be brought to book. This girl was fighting for a good cause. She did not deserve to die. And again, she was even homeless as at the period when she was fighting for justice and everything. Let's find out what people on Twitter have to say about this one. And this is from Mara. It says, hashtag justice for Toyin. She was 19, posted about her rapist on Twitter, and was found dead a couple of days later. She pleaded for help and nothing happened. Then she went missing and turned up dead. And people wonder why we don't report. Rest in peace, beautiful angel. We fight for you. This is from Shari. The person says, Toyin Salau, rest in power, angel. Hashtag justice for Toyin. After tweeting about her sexual assault and went missing several days, and her body was recently found. She was only 19. This one is from Reno the chemist, and she says, Toyin said the same men I am risking my life for are the same ones that are literally trying to hurt me. I felt that to my bones. The enemy of a black man is a black man. Say her name, find her killers. Hashtag justice for Toyin. Ebuka Obi Uchendu says, I really thought she would be found alive. Hashtag justice for Toyin. This is from Seed, and Seed says she was 19. Her name is Toyin Salau. She was sexually assaulted and murdered. She was an activist who showed up to every protest she could, fight for black women like you fought for Floyd. This is not over. Hashtag justice for Toyin. And this is from Black Trans Life Matters. And this person says in Tallahassee, the capital of Florida, where police lynched Tony McDade, a young activist named Toyin Salau was murdered after speaking publicly on her sexual assault. Toyin, we fight for you. It's a really sad one there. You know, young girl in a prime, 19-year-old, and killed after she just even spoke about her sexual assault and all of that. It's a very, very sad one. Alright, we move away from Tony and then move straight to NNPC. NNPC is trending. Why are they trending? Let's find out. So NNPC, this is from the Only Slope King, and he says NNPC spending 64 billion naira and nothing to show for it. Of course, that was what they want you to hear. If they told you the actual amount, you might even die of depression. This is from Promacy, and he says OMG, I posted last week the video of this same guy. Some says, okay, they're still trending on NNPC. Okay, this is Tyro. He says, guys, you guys know my plans for NNPC when I take over, right? Eagle Square, 8 a.m. the morning after I seize power. But let me say something. As you abuse and curse them over their accounts, please also encourage them so they don't go and hide their books again. It's from Sultan of Lagos, and it says in 2018, Kaduna Refinery generated 0 naira as revenue, but had an operating cost of 64 billion naira. Privatizing wasn't the problem at all. It would have revived NNPC. And this is from Abuja fashion designer. He says that Port Harcourt Refinery 45 billion loss for 2018 financials. Warri Refinery 44 billion loss for 2018 financials. Kaduna Refinery spent 24 billion naira in direct costs to produce 00 revenue. Operating loss of 64 for 2018. What a country, NNPC. And this is from Instablog, and they say documents obtained by Instablog has revealed that Kaduna Refinery made 0 revenue in 2018 financial year, but incurred a total cost of 64 billion naira. Nigerians, on the other hand, have taken to social media to air their grievances, calling for the sale of NNPC. Alright, so that's NNPC's story on Twitter. Let's look at Cobhams, and before I take all the tweets on Cobhams, let's listen to this very interesting mix by Cobhams Asuquo. Be right back.
Let's go. Nobody, 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 no. Next one, let's go. Nobody, 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 no. I can use a 4th word harmony. Let's go. Nobody, 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 no. Okay, I want to give him some bass. Let's go. Nobody, 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 no. Okay, cool. I want to do something that's a bit late. Just record. Let's go. Nobody, 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 no. Okay, let all of it play. Nobody, 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 nobody. I love it. You know what? Mute the shakers and the metronome. Let me just hear the voices by themselves. Let's go. Nobody, 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 no. Let me give them some verse. I don't wanna hear say, I don't wanna hear say you deal with my mind. Ooh, I don't wanna hear say, I don't wanna hear say you deal with my mind. Ooh, cause I don't wanna see. Got to give me drums. Nobody. nobody know. Joe Boy on deck.
All right, welcome back. And of course, that was Cobhams. And if you're a music lover, you definitely would have enjoyed that little short one done by Cobhams. Like, I heard it and I'm like, oh my God, look at the voice, the patterns and all of that. Let's take some of the tweets that he's saying on Twitter. And this is Peace of Mind. It says, God did not just create Cobhams. He created Cobhams when he was in the happiest mood. I had chills watching this video. What almost see voice. So, well, same as me. This one is from Chief Harry. He says Cobhams makes the bulk of his money from producing songs for major brands that they use in marketing ads. He has never been anybody's mate for over a decade. And this one is from the Genie. He says this man called Cobhams is the reason why I had faith to do music in the first place. Because of him, I eat. And this is Dami also saying, Jesus, I am obsessed with Cobhams' degree of talent. The only other person that has given me goosebumps while doing this life is Ed Sheeran. This one is from Gravity. And he says, Cobhams can sing, I beg. Geez, a blind man doing what those with eyes can't. Only God can distribute such talent. Damn, sir, you are a legend. And this is from Nappy Plays. It says, Mondays are dead, but this Cobhams piece on Joe Boy's song is all you need. Hashtag Monday motivation. And that song was really like, the mixes off the chains. Really, really nice. Away from Cobhams, we move to a very sad one. And it's hashtag RIP Ibidun Igodalo. It's a very, very sad one. Wife of Trinity House Pastor Church, that's Pastor Itwa Igodalo. He lost his wife yesterday and he got information around 2 a.m. yesterday. She died of cardiac arrest. And she was the founder of Elizabeth R event, one of the top notch event centers that we have in Lagos. And they also take care of your events, give you very nice coverage and all of that. It turns out that she died, and throughout yesterday we had a bunch of people, celebrities, people who she has touched their lives and everything. And also she was one of the pioneers that gave women an opportunity, gave men an opportunity to have kids through IVF. Some persons were recounting how she would help them hold their hands, even give them financial support just so that they can have their own kids. It's a very sad one that she's dead. So let's just take some tweets on RIP Ibidu Igodalo. And this is from Tino Oluwa. She says, life is fleeting, life's a vapor, it vanishes away. Do all the good you can while you can. Tomorrow is promised to no one. Hashtag RIP Ibidu Igodalo. This is from Stanley EK. He says, good day, distinguished followers. We regret to announce the demise of a brilliant, resourceful, and an invaluable Amazon of our great nation, Mrs. Ibidu Igodalo. We commiserate with the family, accept our condolences. Hashtag RIP Ibidu Igodalo. And this is from Truth, and he says, the work of a pastor is the most difficult job in the world. Hashtag RIP Ibidu Igodalo. And this is from Ace Diaries, and the person says, what must be going through his mind while he constantly said life over and over again. I wish I can be 1% this strong. RIP Ibidu Igodalo. You were a living example of selflessness. Her husband reportedly was also officiating a burial ceremony yesterday, and he kept on mentioning life is this, life is that, and you know, such a strong man. Imagine having to lose your wife and then having to also officiate a burial ceremony. It's really a tough time for him. This is from Extreme. He says this woman was everything selfless. Every single encounter with her was an experience to never forget. Gosh, I couldn't hold back the tears. 3 years ago at an event outing past midnight, this woman in another state followed us vendors around in a bus to make sure everyone gets to their hotel rooms before she goes to hers. Despite being so tired, she refused to go to sleep. She was really a servant leader. You could see her with her girls and not even know who the boss was. Hashtag RIP Bidodalo. It's a very sad one, you know, and it's just very good to see that she's, you know, she was really selfless. A lot of people who have spoken about her, some people have shared personal conversations with her on their Instagram pages, showing how she would pray for them, support them, even in trying times, reach out to them. Also, there was also a video that surfaced online that before she actually traveled, she had gone to see her father's grave. So it's just a very funny and sad situation because you know, this week some Instagram influencers were saying, oh, they're going to celebrate her this week, celebrate all things she has done, and you know, death struck. It's so sad to see how, you know, death actually played. I pray that God gives her family the fortitude to bear this loss, as well as you know, keep her and her husband and her children together. All right, let's move straight to stories on Instagram. And Real FFK is trending. Femi Fanikayode has come again, and he's saying a lot of things. But to some women, this might really be nice to hear him say these things, because if you be wanting your man to be nice to you or treat you in this way, well, FFK has come to your rescue. And if not, well, the men, Nigerian men, somebody said Nigerian men has led this group chat. But let me just read what he said, and then we'll know if really Nigerian men has led this group chat. And he says how to keep a lady. And he says ladies are like race horses. They must be mastered, tamed, trained, exercised, and regularly serviced. They are like race cars. Their engine must be reveled at least twice a day. They are like precious jewels and rare gems. They must be cherished, shielded, guarded, protected, and defended. They are like little children. They must be given attention, pampered, encouraged, loved, and made to feel on top of the world, and given everything that they need and want. Alright? And he goes further to say they are like magnificent works of art. They must be appreciated and valued. If you want to keep a lady, live for her alone. Worship the ground she works on. Treat her like a queen. Tolerate and accept her idiosyncrasies, weaknesses, and excesses, and love her for who and what she is, words and all. And one more thing, once in a while, write her a romantic poem, serve her breakfast in bed, give her flowers, buy her the most expensive and exotic perfumes, take her shopping, and in the evening, cook a candlelit dinner for her. Do all this and she will stand with you through thick and thin. That's my secret, and that's the key. I mean, which one doesn't like to be pampered? You know, some of us say, oh, I just want to be, you know, I just want to relax and be taken care of. In Mercy's voice, I really want to do that. And FFK has come to our rescue, saying, you know, women need to be cherished, they need to be loved, write her poems, you know, do all the things. But the one that people do not tend to agree with is when he says her engine needs to be revved up like twice a day. Okay? Don't you have work? Like, people are busy trying to chase money and make money, and you're saying get her revved up twice in a day. I mean, you should get to once good, man. But let's know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think that you would have the time to revel your woman's engine twice a day? Taking it from FFK. But also, do you agree with him with what he's saying, that once in a while write your woman a romantic poem, serve her breakfast in bed? That poem one is very interesting. Imagine just reading putting something really nice from your husband or from your man. Like, it's just something so good. All right. Also, would you give her flowers? Would you buy her the most expensive and exotic perfumes? Like, let us know what you do for your woman and how often you do these things in the comment section, as I would like to read some of that. And let's take what some people are saying on social media on this one. And this is from Nina Blinks, and she says, a woman becomes a reflection of how you treat her. Treat her like a queen and watch how she blossoms. Exactly. I don't think there's any woman on planet Earth, except those ones that I don't really know, but there's no woman that you treat really nicely that would decide to just be, evil, or except maybe something somewhere is wrong. But there's no woman that you pamper, you take care of her, you give her breakfast in bed, you write her poems, you buy her perfumes, you do candlelit dinner. There's not one woman who would want to misbehave or would want to treat you in the unkindest way ever if you are really that nice to her. And this is from Peter Slim. He says, because I am jobless, I'll be. I understand where he's coming from. The part where he says a woman's engine needs to be reveled up twice in a day. Well, for that one, I might not really agree with you, because people are busy. People need money. I mean, they say we're moving close to the poverty line, and we're getting worse at it. So people need to really make money, and nobody has time to be revving engines. Sorry. This is from Luxury by Charity, and she says, on behalf of all ladies, we disagree. Well, on behalf of some ladies, they do not disagree, because some of the things he said are some things that some women really like. Maybe not the revel up engine. Revel up engine means you must be performing your duties, your matrimonial duties to your wife at every point in time. That's twice in a day. I mean, people get so busy they don't have that time. But then if you think you have the strength, kudos to you. All right, so that's all we can take on trending issues. Today has been Monday. Today is Monday, and today's Monday has just been filled with interesting things to talk about on trending issues. Like, Mondays are always very calm, not a lot to talk about, but today has been filled with some sad events happening, which is really bad, and some very interesting ones that people giving you nuggets for the week, like FFK. But remember that you can equally like, share, and subscribe on all our social media platforms showing across the screen, as well as check out some of our top stories on our website www.vanguardngr.com. And remember that coronavirus is still in town. It's rising up very fast. Ensure that you stay safe, you stay hydrated, you wash your hands, and you are still practicing personal hygiene, which is really, really important, and ensure that you have your nose mask on all the time. Till I come your way next time, my name is Precious Chukudi. Thank you for watching.
Let's go. Nobody. Next one, let's go. Nobody. I can use the fourth word harmony. Let's go. Nobody. Okay, I want to give him some bass. Let's go. Nobody. Okay, cool. I want to do something that's a bit late. Just record. Let's go.